The ancient county of Prelà is a pleasant labyrinth where you will discover a total of 9 different hamlets, authentic mines capable of satisfying even the most demanding palates. Let us begin, for example, with art. This church is called St. John in Groppo because a legend tells of the devotion of a Countess Lascaris who saw a lamb appear for 3 nights in a row on top of a boulder, the Groppo, in fact. The lamb is the symbol of St. John, and after this vision the Countess gave orders to build a church on the spot where the lamb had appeared. If you look carefully, about halfway up the bell tower, you will see an early sculpture recalling this legend. Another important work here is this small Renaissance polyptych by Agostino Casanova. This author left works in all the churches of the villages that make up Prelà. The most beautiful is perhaps the one in Tavole, where Countess Lascaris is also painted. The portal of the sacristy, carved in slate, is also an important work. We are really proud of this church. In this territory there is a tradition from ancient times. The cult of onion, perhaps, as a substitute for the sun god. Onion is a very ancient and precious food. In ancient times, it seems it was considered a symbol of eternal life because of its spheroidal shape and the rings that make up its pulp. In the Middle Ages, it was certainly used to pay rents or even as a gift. Continuing with traditions, in Tavole there was one linked to the cycle of the year that dies and rises again. Unmarried men wandered around the houses in the traditional search for gifts. The young man carried a sack that was meant to collect some dried fruit, fresh fruit, and some biscuits to take to the village children. The sack was tied to an old man's stick, representing the old year obliged to welcome the new one, represented by the children with gifts. I would like to close this presentation of Prelà with the hamlet of Valloria, a village known for its painted doors, but also the birthplace of a very special person. This man lived between the 19th and 20th centuries and was a man of particular ingenuity. He loved music despite being almost illiterate, and, to accompany himself, he built himself a violin and a kind of hand-crafted harpsichord. He also loved photography and even built himself a real camera. I remember him sitting in front of the house playing this sort of harpsichord that almost had an echo of the notes he played with a wonderful result.